Today, I want to talk about how the AMC reverse split and the ape conversion dates have finally been announced. I also want to remind you of the key points for and against the reverse split and which way the mainstream media or the shorts may be trying to swing us. So stay tuned and let's make some money. And now I want to dive straight in with the key information. So, AMC has released this new filing regarding a special meeting to authorize a 1-for-10 reverse split of our common stock and to enable conversion of AMC preferred equity units, or APEs, into shares of common stock, aka AMC. It says, "Dear stockholder, you're cordially invited to attend a special meeting of stockholders of AMC Entertainment to be held on March 14th, 2023 at 11 AM. So as a bit of background, it says on August 19th, 2022, the company issued the special ape dividend, and the company has also issued additional apes to raise additional equity capital to strengthen its balance sheet. However, given the consistent trading discount that we are routinely seeing in the price of apes compared to AMC, we believe it's in the best interests of our stockholders for us to simplify our capital structure, thereby eliminating the discount that has been applied to the apes in the market and reducing our cost of capital." Now, it also states in here that the vote is all or nothing. We have to approve both the ape conversion and the reverse split, or neither ends up happening. For example, if we just approve the conversion but not the reverse split, no action takes place. Again, if we just approve the reverse split but no conversion, no action takes place, and there wouldn't be any reverse split or conversion unless both are approved. Very interestingly, AMC has even bolded and capitalized the following sentence. They said, "Your vote is very important, regardless of the number of shares of common stock, aka AMC, and or Series A preferred stock, or APEs, that you own." Therefore, Adam Aaron clearly believes this vote is make or break for AMC. Whether it's make or break for AMC's survival or make or break for the AMC squeeze, I can't be certain for sure. Now, you may be wondering, should you vote for or against the reverse split? And you may be wondering, should you sell your AMC shares to buy ape shares or not? Well, ChatGPT actually has the answer. Well, Travis actually asked the AI engine ChatGPT what happens to preferred equity unit short sellers when the unit is being converted back to a stock. ChatGPT replied saying, when preferred equity units, or PEUs, aka APE, are converted back into common stock, it can have an impact on short sellers of the PEUs, aka the short sellers of APE. A short seller of APE has bet the value of APE will decrease, and they profit by selling borrowed apes and then repurchasing them at a lower price. But if APE is converted back into common stock, the short seller will no longer be able to borrow APE shares and will need to close out of their short position by buying common stock instead, aka AMC shares. So basically, when APE is delisted, the shorts have to close out of their APE short positions, obviously because APE will cease to exist. But they do this not by buying APE shares, they do this by buying AMC shares to close out of their APE shorts because of the conversion. And that can drive up the price of the common stock, and the short seller will therefore incur a loss, potentially causing the AMC squeeze. The extent of the loss will depend on the difference between the price they sold the apes at and the price they had to pay to buy the AMC shares. Now, this is actually really interesting because it means to close out a short on APE that currently costs them $1 to short the share, they have to buy a real AMC share which is currently trading at like $5 or $6. Therefore, for each one shorted share of APE they close out of, they're effectively taking a 500 or 600% loss. Now, I wonder if that's why the shorts are trying to convince us to sell our AMC shares and buy APE, therefore pushing the price of AMC down by selling our AMC shares. Because that makes it cheaper for them to close out of their APE short positions, as they don't have to spend as much to buy those AMC shares. And obviously, if we're also pushing the price of AMC down, it effectively counteracts the squeeze as we're selling into their buy orders. And that's why Travis said this is Adam Aaron's checkmate right here. The whole goal was to create APE and then delist it and convert it back into AMC to force the shorts to cover their shares or close out of their shares or their shorts in AMC and APE. The short squeeze happens on AMC, and Adam Aaron gets his portion of the squeeze as well. Effectively, by closing those APE shorts, it potentially causes the AMC short squeeze. Also guys, if you haven't already, be sure to join me over on Moomoo using the link in the description below. You can currently get 15 free shares, entirely commission-free trading, and free level 2 market data. Moomoo is very easy to use. They've got tons of technical indicators and advanced charting tools and a very simple and clean UI that makes it so easy. Now, Travis also asked ChatGPT, can the short sellers abuse FTDs to circumvent closing positions on those ape shorts? Now again, ChatGPT answered and said it is possible that short sellers may try to exploit FTDs associated with the conversion of preferred equity units to common stock in order to close out of their short positions. It says if a short seller is aware that a large number of preferred equity units will be converted to common stock, they may anticipate that the conversion will result in a significant increase in the number of outstanding shares and potentially lower the stock price. In such a case, the short seller may choose to cover their short position before the conversion takes place in order to avoid incurring further losses. However, such actions would be considered market manipulation and are illegal. Now, obviously by now we know the shorts aren't afraid of committing illegal crimes or of manipulating the market, and therefore it is likely the shorts are going to try and use the FTDs to exploit the conversion. aka they're going to try and fail to deliver on ape for as long as they can and fail to deliver on their purchases of the AMC shares to close out of their ape shorted positions. They're likely going to try and continue shorting AMC shares to push the price down while buying simultaneously to close out of their ape shorted positions. Or alternatively try and convince us to sell our AMC shares into their buy orders. Because obviously if retail investors panic and sell their AMC shares on the cheap, the short sellers don't have to pay an extreme price for their AMC shares. The whole reason why the squeeze is going to happen or should happen is because retail investors refuse to sell their shares until they're offered the price we want. However, if we, the retail investors, start panicking and selling shares on the cheap, they don't have to pay hundreds and thousands of dollars per share. They can buy them for a few dollars per share. As a prime example, Chris tweeted saying, I currently hold a roughly 3-to-1 ratio of ape to AMC. He said I sold AMC to buy ape. So perfectly clear as day here, we can see the shorts are trying to convince us to sell AMC and buy ape instead. By doing that, the shills and shorts are trying to convince us to push the price of AMC down even further by selling our shares on the cheap to these hedge funds so they can close out of their short positions. He said the difference in value allowed me to buy 3 ape for every 1 AMC. He said this ape will be converted back into AMC. Long story short, I brought AMC at a discount and I'm playing the arbitrage. Now, while playing the arbitrage is a way to make money by buying ape and allowing it to convert into AMC, it effectively harms the squeeze even more. You're effectively choosing the arbitrage and making a few dollars per share over the squeeze where you could make thousands of dollars per share. Playing the arbitrage doesn't encourage the squeeze, it severely damages it as you're selling AMC shares. Now, we're also seeing a bunch of different hedge funds talking about the massive ape arbitrage opportunity. This is something we saw back a few months ago, but it seems to have spiraled up again as of the 30th of January. Clearly, these hedge funds really want us to take advantage of the arbitrage opportunity by selling our AMC shares to buy ape. This article says B. Riley sees ape unit vote opening a massive opportunity for AMC investors. And the B. Riley analyst said given that ape unit holders essentially control the vote of 64% of combined holdings and may not get another chance to extract value from those units, the analyst expects the 2 proposals to pass and for this vote to open the door to a massive equity raising opportunity. And therefore B. Riley is suggesting that you should sell your AMC shares to buy ape to take advantage of that arbitrage opportunity. And again, Amy, one of those key shills or hedge fund supporters, said you won't get any more clear than this breakdown on the AMC and ape conversion and reverse split. And again, Amy has been tweeting time and time again, trying to convince you to sell your AMC shares and buy ape shares instead. So it really seems like the mainstream media and these shills are trying to convince you to sell your shares of AMC to buy shares of ape. Which is exactly what ChatGPT tells you not to do because these shorts have to buy AMC shares to close out of their shorted ape positions. And as Phil tweeted, he said it's day 69 and randoms continue to say vote no to the AMC conversion and the reverse split. But he's got a few questions. Have you thought about your solutions after you vote no? If you vote no to the conversion and the reverse split, how do you plan on making AMC squeeze? He said, once you vote no, are you going to sell your AMC shares? Are you going to continue supporting AMC by purchasing tickets and popcorn and magically hoping for the squeeze? Or what other options do you really have? If you're going against every proposal that Adam Aron makes, how do you plan on making AMC squeeze? So far over the last 2 years, we've been buying and holding AMC shares, but so far the short squeeze has not happened. Obviously, I think the main way the squeeze will happen is when the market crashes and these hedge funds end up being liquidated. But I also think that in the meantime, it can't hurt to try other things suggested by Adam Aron, such as a reverse split and a share conversion. Now, I also wanted to talk about quickly just how much pain the short sellers are in right now at the start of January 2023. This article says that short sellers have been feeling the pain in the stock market's 2023 rally. It says highly shorted shares are beating the S&P 500 this year, and short sellers are down $81 billion. So over literally the last couple of weeks, these short sellers have lost an additional $81 billion. That obviously brings these shorts closer and closer to that margin call position, and obviously makes these shorts desperate to try and convince us to sell our AMC shares on the cheap. But guys, be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. And as always guys, be sure to ding that notification bell, because that way you'll be alerted when I upload a new video. Cheers.